Welcome to You Were Saying, a podcast where the hosts argue a random topic with a twist. Big inhale there from Paul. One of the hosts is attempting to do secret tasks without the others knowing. Ooh, spooky.
Sorry, spooky.
ASMR.
Paul got it. I'm the pilot.
These tasks range all the way from yelling "Yeehaw!"
Yeah.
to making social plans with another player during the podcast without inviting the others. That is James in a nutshell. At the end of the episode, everyone votes on who they believe the saboteur was.
Ooting.
Due to their suspicious activity during the recording, and Paul is muting everyone. Why are you sticking a finger up at me? Can you guess who the saboteur was? Because I think it's Paul. I'm Dasco.
Oh my god.
I'm Liam.
People call me James.
People call me Paul.
Imposter. Imposter.
So today
Welcome.
we're doing... At first I thought we're doing what is the worst Christopher Nolan film, but... Wrong. It is
Incorrect.
What is the best Christopher Nolan film. So I'm wondering if the worst selection that I have in my head is going to be someone that... Like a movie that someone picks.
If you come out and say Tenet, then we'll know you picked the wrong one. But yeah.
Tenet was fucking horrible. You just look like someone who's accidentally left the porn tab open up on their phone, and they've opened their phone and all they hear
My
is just,
phone's auto-connected to the Bluetooth, so the whole subtrack is just like, just dudes getting railed.
I just had
girls
like a
getting
mini
railed.
freak out
Yeah.
because he couldn't find his
Furries getting
I don't know
car.
where my card was. Like, oh my gosh.
Gay granddads find young twink.
Yes.
What's the bad one again?
But yeah, so best Christopher Nolan film? What do you think?
The Dark Knight.
Wow.
I know.
Oh, wow. The guy
Wow.
that chose the obvious answer.
Yeah, because it won last episodes. Fuck it.
I won last episode.
Oh, yeah.
Subjective. We have
But
still
I won,
yet,
though.
we still have to get James to watch last
No, I
episode.
won though.
I've got that weird like thing in my head where if I
You
choose
always
something,
win.
it's automatically the correct
Me too.
answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, I was though. So
So we're gonna. So I just realised that I've just like finger boned Liam because I went
Hey,
last
how you
time.
doing?
I went last time, and then you went first last time. So you said Dark Knight. I'm
we
going
all
to
got
open up
finger banged
with.
I am first aid certified. Do you need me to call
I
the
am
medical
first aid
practitioner?
certified too. I have my fork.
Okay.
Tick.
Do you need a glass of water?
I am first aid certified as well.
Are you first aid
Are you
certified?
first aid
I'm not, I'm sorry.
James just has AIDS.
I was never,
He has presidential AIDS.
I was never afforded.
But no,
the privilege.
I got
So-
AIDS first.
So Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Why do you think it's Dark Knight?
The title.
I think it's kind of just flat out no brainer. I don't want to get into it yet because I'll just start.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, mine will go in counterclockwise. So
Sure.
to change it up
You're
a little bit.
hosting,
Yeah, that
bud.
makes sense. 'cause
I'm
people
going to
know.
pick Memento.
Yeah,
Good
good
choice.
choice.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
cool
it's a
guy
good choice.
answer too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're such a cool guy.
It's a pretty
Dasco.
cool guy answer.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
Dasco, you're so cool.
It's the one where
and
it's just like, you might not like it, but I get it because I
Shut
enjoy
the fuck up,
I enjoy
okay?
film
Shut the fuck
techniques.
you're so niche and cool.
So
Is there
Paul,
another card that says be an asshole?
Paul, what's your pick?
I'm going to pick the third option in the trilogy of good Nolan films. I'm picking Interstellar. Nah, jokes. I'm picking Inception. I pick Inception.
Okay.
No, hang on a second.
That is very far down my list.
Interesting
on
choice.
my
No, wait,
list.
hang on.
That's
Stop.
pretty far down my fucking
Stop.
list too.
Stop.
You fucker.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Interstellar.
Interstellar.
Okay. Leonardo DiCaprio or Matthew McConaughey? Which one?
Which one you fucking? Comes up to you and says, "Hey, would you like a dry goose martini?"
Black Hole or Dreams?
Wait, who's got a black hole?
Oh, actually, no. Oh, this is tough. Once you kind of take like Dark Knight and Memento off the table.
You can choose.
Okay,
the
I
same.
tell you what.
No. Shut up.
You can choose the same.
I'm
You'd
picking.
be a
I'm
bitch.
picking Inception. I'm picking Inception.
Okay.
Interesting.
Jimmy Jam.
Watch none of them.
No.
He's going Prestige.
I am not going Prestige. No, I'm going Dunkirk.
Oh shit, Dunkirk's good.
I hate
I'm going
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk.
I hate it.
Okay.
Because I knew that one bitch was going to choose Dark Knight.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
knew one
That's me.
bitch was going to choose
I was going to go
Inception.
Memento, to be honest with
I
you.
did expect someone to choose Interstellar. Interesting with Memento.
I was going to go.
That is-
If
Memento's a
you
good
let me go
choice.
before you, I would have said Memento.
Yeah.
But
That's
you
why.
fucked
That's
He's already beaten me.
that's technically when he said Dark
can
Knight,
win
said,
again,
Fuck,
don't
I better
worry."
get in there and put my film, put my foot in the race. But no, like the problem is though, all of Nolan's films, they can be classed as masterpieces. Like a lot of them. The only problem with Prestige is there was a movie that was along the same lines, came out the same year.
Now you see me.
No, you don't.
No. Was it The Illusionist?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I prefer The Illusionist over The Prestige.
Okay.
The Prestige is good.
Yeah.
And it has good twists.
Yeah.
But it's all right.
The Christian Bale, though. Like,
Christian Bale's
haven't
a
seen it.
phenomenal actor.
you should watch The
I
Illusionist.
watched-
seen The Prestige?
Oh, wait until we get into this episode, boys.
I watched it on a plane only about a month ago.
I own every single one of his movies on DVD, not for the choice. I just used to walk into Kmart and buy a random film.
Yeah, that's fair. I used to do the same.
Yeah, so. Like, what's cheap? I haven't seen that. I'll buy it.
Exactly. Oh, $2.
Had the little box full of them, and you go and buy like a bag of the dollar
Yeah.
dailies, and fucking.
That was a good time.
Especially those 24-hour Kmart around the corner, and you just, on the way home from town, just go
Wait.
walk through.
I miss
24
the
Warwick
golden
Jar?
days.
We might have met each other because I used to work there.
Probably say
Yeah,
did, boy.
I used to work there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Behind the
I would have
bins.
seen you.
On a Thursday night, about 11:30.
Boy,
Lance?
The glory hole.
boy, you got a pretty price gun. I'd like for you to scan it.
Get real deep in those ties.
Yeah, yeah.
But
yeah.
so James Dunkirk,
Yeah, Dunkirk.
Dark Knight,
Dark Knight.
Inception.
Inception.
Are you sure not Interstellar?
No, I'm picking Inception. I'm sticking with Inception.
What about Inception?
No, I think Inception.
What about Interstellar though?
No.
The only reason why I pick so Dark Knight,
Yep.
Great.
it was Nolan was propped up by the source material.
I
Ooh.
disagree, actually.
I 100% agree with
Do ya?
myself. Thank you, Deska. No, good point, Deska. Thank you.
So the Joker.
Head of the Daska hosts.
But that was made by Heath Ledger. Like,
Who was cast and directed
yeah,
by
but the
Nolan.
thing is, though, is that
Yeah,
if you put
like-
anyone else as Heath Ledger, as
Heath
the
Ledger.
Joker in that,
Yeah.
would it be a good film?
We don't know.
I don't think it would be as good because his performance was fantastic.
But you're telling me there's another actor.
But who's the better Joker?
There's still
Joaquin
a
or
script.
yeah?
Leto.
Which he did not write. Christopher Nolan is a phenomenal director. He cannot write shit. He wrote
Don't
Tenet.
know.
He wrote Tenet.
Tenet was garbage.
I had to watch. That is the only Christopher
So
Nolan film
bad,
I had
man.
to stop and rewind constantly because I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like,
Okay.
there are bullets that are already in the wall that you retract into your gun.
Yeah.
But you had to come here from the future to shoot those bullets to retract them into
He
your
was
gun.
he was trying to be smarter than what he actually
Yes.
is.
There were,
So
but
his-
mind
his
you,
brother is the
like,
writer of
in
the two of
all
them.
of our, except for mine, like all of our selections have awesome shots that are done, like the train in yours.
Yeah.
Well done, Dunkirk. Everyone running across, the cameraman handing off to the boom so that they're running across.
okay.
Yeah.
Even all just the kicks are good.
But Dark Knight like has good shit as well. Like
I saw some great
the bat eye scanner shit, like
Yep.
the sonar vision. That's
That
fucking
entire stealth takedown
Yeah.
scene was fantastic.
yeah.
The only thing that was a little bit weird about Dark Knight is just how they executed Two-Face. I think they kind of made him look a little too much like a Terminator.
I thought that was.
I
loved
guess.
it.
But they did it well. They did it well.
Yeah, but
I-
it was new. It was just new. It was new Two-Face. He didn't have the time to kind of heal a little bit, so he did look fucked.
No,
and he's
but like,
supposed to look
but they
fucked.
made him. I think there's a line between like how anatomically correct do we want to go here, and I think
Yeah.
they went too far, in my
Oh,
opinion.
you
I don't
like
disagree. I think the main reason I've picked Dark Knight is probably a bit of a skewed viewership of this. But the Dark Knight has, like it or not, rebranded Batman.
Yeah, 100%.
Two-Face now just looks like that.
Yeah.
That's just how Two-Face.
Yeah.
Beforehand, he was just weird teal green skin,
Yeah, he just had a,
cartoony
yeah,
eyes,
weird
like
colour,
hair's
yeah.
all strange. Tommy Lee Jones looking motherfucker.
He was good.
Yeah.
though. He was good.
It was fun.
He owned it.
Bit
But
too crazy.
No,
Yeah.
he did well because he just really hated Jim Carrey and he put that anger into his
yes,
performance.
yes, he did. And I think the whole of the Dark Knight movie kind of fucked DC in the long run because
Yeah.
everyone from that point on was like, oh, this is the standard. Because this has performed so well, this is now the standard of all our superhero movies from this point
Yeah.
forward. Man of Steel tried to echo that a bit. I like Man of Steel.
Barbara.
It's not overall good.
Nah.
It's an eye fuck fest,
The
like
only,
a lot of
the only,
Nolan's
the only
films.
thing that Man of Steel does well is making Superman the villain. Like,
Yeah.
that is hands down my favorite thing about Superman. He should always be a villain. Like,
I think Superman
Well, he
as a
has to
villain
be
is
because
fantastic.
he's unbeatable
Yeah.
otherwise.
Yeah,
I think
he's-
as a villain, Superman is perfect.
That's why
As
The
a hero,
Boys
he's
is great
shit.
because that's what Homelander is. It's
Exactly right.
Superman, but now he's the villain.
just, yeah.
Same with Invincible.
Yeah.
It just makes it so much more intimidating to know, oh, he has no
We can't
real
kill
weakness.
Yeah, there's no one on par.
You know when his son's a better hero than he is.
Yeah.
He actually has ties to Earth. Whereas
Exactly.
Superman doesn't, and that's why 90% of the animated movies, full movies, always have Superman coming out as a bad guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly.
Even which Snyder Cut? What one?
Yeah.
What one's
Weird,
the better one?
Snyder Cut is better.
I think Snyder Cut is better.
Black and white or color?
I
What?
don't remember.
Huh?
There's a black and white
There's a
version.
black
I can't
and
remember which
Oh,
one.
I don't watch that one.
Why bother?
Snyder.
It's purist. I will say though, I
avant-garde.
agree with Snyder when he said because he did it in
4x3.
4x3 because
good
it
in
makes
4x3.
the heroes seem
Yeah,
big.
it
And
does
I
look
get
good.
that. It does work. And even the way when they're fighting.
We're not
at the
talking
end-
about Snyder here. We're talking about Nolan.
No, I know. Well, you start talking about Snyder.
Hey, fuck! I didn't bring Snyder.
It was
in.
me.
He was
it was
here.
me.
Oh,
It was me.
well, whatever.
Don't
Anyway.
you throw the wog under the bus?
Hey, buddy, stop.
Oh, my neck!
I'm under your bus.
Yeah, I just think most of the stuff that we see in The Dark Knight has continued on beyond Christopher Nolan. It's made such an impact to Batman as a character that you still see it today in things. All of the Arkham Knight games relied heavily on The Dark Knight.
Oh, absolutely.
The only problem is
Yeah.
though is that the Dark Knight was probably should have ended there because the Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, I agree.
Is not a good
But
film.
I'm not arguing for that,
it's a
so that's
bad
fine.
movie. Yeah, if we were to argue what's the worst
The
one, I think
moment
that'd be
the
a real
first
argument.
thing rolled and he wanted the shot of the plane capturing the plane, and I'm like,
God.
okay, I'm out.
The Talia al Ghul tie was so loose that it was ridiculous. Oh, by the way, I'm that person. Name drop. Cool. So,
Great.
And also like
Oh, you mean Liam Neeson?
Tom
from the
Hardy
first
got
film?
done poorly
He did.
as Bane. He would have been perfectly.
He
if
would
it
have
wasn't.
been.
he'd make a great Venom.
He would have been a great villain.
He made a Venom.
I think Tom Hardy's okay.
Tom Hardy's a great actor in the right roles.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like,
Yeah, when he's playing a British gangster.
Yep.
I agree.
When he's playing a British gangster, he's good. If he's doing something else,
Not good.
Not so good.
I don't like his American accent. There's a lot of actors that really nail their American accent, like
Christian
Holland.
Bale.
Christian
Tom
Bale's-
Holland?
Gary
yeah, he's
Oldman.
okay.
The
Gary Oldman, yeah.
Sean Connery has the best American accent.
Oh, God.
Sleep
I am Russian.
Sleep with me.
I am known as the Spaniard.
Don't do that.
Just like imagine him in different films, like Sean
Fucking
Connery
Red
playing
October.
Red October.
I'm a Russian sailor.
I am
Highlander.
a Russian.
Highlander's the worst one. He's like, then I am the Spaniard.
No,
Just imagine him as
and The
different
Rock.
ones. Like,
We called the dog.
He was fine in The Rock. Huh? He was fine in The Rock.
Yeah, he was just doing his normal
Yeah.
accent though, but he
He's
was
talented.
American.
but okay. So Dark Knight.
Yes.
Dark
Great
Knight is a
film.
good movie. Do I know what's sad
Yours.
about The Dark Knight, just real quick?
Yeah.
Is that it in terms of profitability,
Yeah.
Dark Knight Rises made more money, and that hurts me because it doesn't
Really?
deserve to.
It's
Yeah,
because
Dark
no,
Knight.
the reason why is because everyone was expecting it
Yeah.
to be like a crescendo.
Yeah, exactly
Like,
right. It made
Yeah,
it made
that's
like
fair.
1.8 or 1.08 billion.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because they set up with the whole thing where like, oh, Two-Face is dead, and they have to make Batman to be the villain at
Yeah.
the end of the
Yeah.
Dark Knight.
They
and
speed
you're like,
run in the last movie. They speed run the
dude.
whole
Yeah.
Nightfall comic so quickly that back break made no fucking sense.
He
in the
was
film.
fine in like 10 minutes. He was back in Gotham.
It made no sense.
Also,
in the film.
even just
Batman.
the actual plot of that movie was dumb. Like, we're going to send all the cops into a sewer. Like,
I'm gonna blow up a football stadium,
we're going to send all the cops in the sewer.
and then we're gonna send all the cops into the sewer.
We're gonna send all the cops into the sewer.
Hey, Commissioner Gordon, do you think we should send just a couple of patrols? I said all the police.
Do we want to send like the SWAT and the
And
guys
then
who
the
are good at
worst thing
this?
is-
The National
Yeah,
you
Guard.
have Tilk who does the worst.
Say
Like-
Tilk?
Christopher
Tilk.
Judge. Christopher Judge.
Is Christopher Judge in that movie?
Tilk, yeah, he's always like goes, get your ass back in the hole, and goes, just drops a grenade in it.
Judge is not in
Fire
that
in the
movie.
hole.
Christopher Judge is in that movie?
How
Christopher
old
Judge
is
is
Eddie
not in
Maguire?
them.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie
Maguire. Is that your final answer?
Show me the money.
No, but in Dark Knight Rises, the cop tries to break out
Yeah.
of the thing, and literally Tilk is there and drops a grenade into
Is
the
it
hole.
actually?
It's actually him.
Kratos
surely
is
it's
in.
not Christopher
Yeah,
Judge.
it is. It is.
Kratos is in the Dark Knight
Yeah.
Rises.
Yes.
Depends on the weapon and the man.
Can we Google that? Because
I'm
he might have
Googling
done
it.
a racer.
I'm
That's-
Googling it.
Kratos. Kratos.
No, no, no.
I want
You're not
the
thinking of
Kratos.
Morgan Freeman, are you?
Now,
No, Samuel L. Jackson.
technically, not all the cops went
Do you know
in
I-
there because Robin didn't go in there.
You know, I hear that The Dark Knight Rises was Samuel L. Jackson's first film.
Shut your mouth.
But can we get to James's?
Yeah,
Of course,
Let's get to
James,
James, please.
So Dunkirk. Yeah,
Shit.
it's
Dunkirk. Sorry,
was-
please go.
so cinematography wise, which I think is what Nolan excels at. He cannot write a script, and luckily he did write this. Right.
He did
He
wrote
did write
this.
He did rare
That's it.
He
You're
did-
immediately out of the
James
argument.
done.
he did done write it.
He did
but
Dunkirk it.
It was based on a historical event, so he could just be like, "This is what happened," and kind of just add in some filler, so he can focus on.
basing shit off stuff that's already there.
Exactly.
Dunkirk, Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah,
and we're
but-
going to get to.
I don't know how to explain it, but Batman's not real. Dunkirk
Hey,
did happen.
Gotham
So
Batman
is
you're
in-
saying that a fantasy story is not as superior as a real story just based on that.
No.
So what's your tattoo?
It
Cringe.
is, as my mother said, Jesus and his followers.
It's a tattoo of Lord of the Rings for everyone listening.
Or if you squint, it looks like a city.
It looks like Jesus and
yes,
his young men.
that was my father's contribution. Was it
Jesus
looks
and
like a
his
town.
Fellows.
Yeah, it's a nice tattoo of Lord
It
of
is.
the Rings. Yeah, thank you.
That's our tattoo.
Yeah, so Dunkirk basically allowed him to really focus on the cinematography side of it, and there was amazing kind of shots of the beach, a lot of amazing shots of Tom Hardy in a plane. Why are you really confused?
Blown into the
I
microphone.
wasn't blowing in the microphone.
I can hear you.
I'm
you
blowing
fool.
down, trying to look at James in the
how
eyes.
can I hear you in the mic?
I'm literally blowing.
Bitch, I'm hearing you.
Stand up, shirts off. Let's go, boys.
I'll lose.
Mate, I will bench you like the shit I took this morning.
Yeah, it just has some amazing cinematography shots. It was well written, surprisingly. Really good action.
He's in Dark Knight Rises.
Is it?
Yeah,
It's well written.
100%.
He's mercenary number 4.
The way your brains work in looking at the movies, I can literally see him going, fire in the hole, dropping the grenade down, and
Okay.
it just cuts him away. And he does the most monotone shit ever. And I'm like, that is a waste of a cameo.
I want Kratos.
I want Kratos.
Do you know the
Sorry,
worst
you were
thing
saying,
is?
James?
Don't look
Oh.
up the character's name that he was meant to play because it was actually meant to be a throwaway character for a future Batman Enterprise.
But I love Christopher Judge.
He's really good as mercenary number 4.
He's a quality mercenary.
Anyway, sorry, yeah, Dunkirk.
Sorry,
Yeah.
James.
No, that's kind of it. It's just
It's just
cinematography
good.
wise, it's just great.
I just didn't like how accurate he tried to be through the whole entire thing.
Well, that's kind of what you got to do.
It's an action film. Isn't
It is an
There's
action
no-
film, and it was an action-packed event.
If I wanted to watch history, I would watch.
it
the
was
History Channel.
countries. It was countries pulling. It was countries
I
pulling
will learn
together.
about Nazi super weapons.
There were no Nazi super weapons. It was just some good old people.
Lame.
Good old
Great,
people.
we just lost 75% of our viewership.
Was Hitler in a mech suit or not?
Is
What's
Hitler
the
on
point
the
of
dark
going
side
on?
of the moon?
Was Hitler killing people by shooting a gun through a
he
phone?
wasn't in a mech suit.
Bong.
Definitely wasn't in a
Bong.
mech
Get
suit.
down.
Definitely was on meth.
Meth
Mercenary
suit.
security number 4. That's
Yeah, isn't that
fucking
crazy?
wild. God, you're good, Dasko.
That's blown me away personally.
Wow. I
I'd
thought
blow
my
me.
just
I'd
weird.
blow me too.
You
I'd
got-
Marilyn
well, you got
Manson
the,
the
you got
shit
the
out of
ribs
myself.
removed, so
You know that's not real, right? That's, you
sure
didn't
it
do
isn't.
that.
and yet everyone knows about
Big
it.
Pharma.
Big Pharma.
Mr. Hands.
It's all the CIA. They
No,
just
but the
spreading
only
bullshit.
general surgeons.
Manson took his ribs out.
So-
They killed JFK.
How long is Dark Knight?
2 hours 44.
How long is Dunkirk?
2 hours 44.
What one would I much rather watch over and over and over again?
Inception's 2 hours 19. Let me tell you why.
Dark Knight Rises.
All right. Did you say Dark Knight Rises?
Yes.
Ew. Batman Begins.
Welcome
Sorry,
to our
sorry.
podcast. You were saying with our 3 cast members.
No, every time I think of Dark Knight Rises, it's like, are you telling me if I push this button, there'll be an explosion? Have you not seen that from
I
College
have
Humor?
not.
Oh,
no,
my
yeah.
God.
Okay.
Oh,
Harvey. I'm so glad you're here, Harvey. Two-Face will say, oh, no, it's Two-Face.
Two-Face Harvey. Oh, Harvey, you're back. Two-Face is here somewhere.
I have
So
no
good.
idea what you're all referencing.
We'll show you later.
no,
It's very
but
funny.
Dunkirk is
Harvey
just,
face.
it looks good.
Do you hate
just-
history?
I do hate history.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
I do.
Have you
studied it?
observed
Yes.
history?
No,
it's just-
history was about us, being superior over
James is
Hitler.
white,
Very
everybody.
careful, right?
You know the
Hitler.
whites.
who was
No,
a
but
bad
it's
guy.
just like there were some awesome parts, like when they were all on the beach and the gunfire on the beach. They're running, storming across the open plain. Like
There was that
When
one
Tom
scene
Hardy
on the
crashes.
And then the beach.
And then
bit.
the beach.
Don't forget the beach.
Look,
bit.
I'm going to be
another beach
honest. A
scene.
lot of it was on a beach because that's how it happened in the
But
historicalness.
I had more fun with Dunkirk watching the behind the scenes shit than I did watching
yeah.
the actual film.
Yeah, I've
Brutal.
actually seen the behind the scenes shit. I actually haven't seen Dunkirk.
Because like the whole
Okay,
force
all right.
perspective stuff he does with the vehicles so that he doesn't have to pay
Yeah.
extra money to have the old timey shit there.
Oh, he loves to save money. That's why he planted the big ass fucking field for
Why
Interstellar.
he put
Yeah, did
Batman
you hear
symbol.
about that for Interstellar?
what?
They planted so much corn for Interstellar
Yeah, that he ended up
actually
making a
went to
profit.
it, but he went to a farmer's market to sell it. And he, as Christopher Nolan, was just selling corn at a farmer's market because they just had to offload all of this
And he made a
corn.
profit, didn't he?
Yeah, he made a
Yeah,
profit.
he made a
He
fucking profit.
sold the corn for
What the
profit.
fuck?
So instead of
So
making
have you seen-
CGI
you know what he's talking about?
cornfields,
I haven't seen Interstellar.
For God's sake.
wow, are you me?
Stop playing
no,
games,
I
you
just
loser.
don't watch many Christopher Nolan movies.
But
just like to
they're
watch-
good.
So, all right, look, just out the bat, I haven't seen Memento.
Out the
I
bat.
haven't seen
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk. I have seen Inception.
Hey, baby.
Wait, he chose Interstellar.
I chose Inception.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think it's not an issue. It's just something in my brain, but
That's an issue.
Stupidness.
it's not like it's this weird elitism thing where if someone can, I consistently
God.
get told, "Oh, Christopher Nolan's the best director of all time. You have to come and
Well,
see
that's
his new
not
movie."
true.
If
Have
you-
you watched any porn? Well, there are some great directors out there.
I was wondering where the fuck that was going.
There's one guy out there right now absolutely breaking new ground with the probe cam.
Yeah.
Have you seen the director's shot at the end of every porno where the director has
The director's shot.
It's literally at the end of every porno, the director has sex with the talent and he's just holding the camera the whole entire time.
I'm
telling
gonna be
her what
honest.
to
I
do.
don't make it that far, man.
No, neither do I.
I don't watch porn. That's right.
Anyway.
I don't make it to the first click.
Paul, defend Interstellar.
Inception, you whores.
With Matthew McConaughey
With John
and
Stamos.
Jessica Chastain.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Wait,
and
that's the one with
Michael
Matt Damon
Caine.
on Mars.
No, that's the Martian. No, I'm talking. We've got Leo. We've got Joseph Gordon-Levitt. We've got
Now be very careful.
that guy. Just the guy.
Tom Hardy.
Not
No,
Tom
no.
Hardy. No, he has
be
the
very
square
careful.
face.
Be very
Hang
careful.
on.
Ken Watanabe.
No,
Be very
no.
careful.
Wait, Tom
Be very
Hardy's
careful.
in it?
Killian Murphy.
Not Killian Murphy. No, there's another. Oh my god.
Be very careful.
Shut up.
Is it the guy that goes Gojiro?
No.
Yeah, that's Ken Watanabe.
I know it's Ken Watanabe. You dogs.
Killian Murphy.
Be very careful.
No, hang on. What's his name? Son of a bitch. He's got like.
Yes.
What?
Be very
Why do you
careful.
think it's me?
Who is
There
he?
is an actor in that film.
Is there? No, I know. You've been saying
you
be
need to
very
be
careful.
very
for
careful.
half
Oh,
an
okay,
hour.
right, yeah.
I know.
What's that actor's name?
I'll be honest.
It's your pick.
What does he do in the film?
It's been a minute since I've
Juno.
seen it. Oh, Michael Caine.
Juno's a good movie, actually.
Oh,
I
Elliot
like
Page.
Juno.
Is that what you're talking about?
Elliot Page.
Elliot Page, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about with being careful.
Who is this square-faced
Square-faced
person?
long hair fella.
The one who
Wait, who are
is
you talking
in
about?
Peaky
Who are you
Blinders?
talking about?
No.
He's not Killian Murphy, apparently.
Square face long
I'm just
hair.
asking him to describe what this person does in the film.
Yeah, who are they in the film?
He's an actor.
No, who are they in the film, you fuck?
He's one of the actors.
You
I will fuck
He's
you.
one of the crew.
I will fuck your
Are
dad.
you broken?
While Paul looks it up,
Lucas Haas.
Lucas Haas.
Who did
Nash.
he play?
He's
no
one
idea
of the
who that
crew.
is.
He's in other stuff. He's a good actor.
He's another Inception.
He's an Inception.
He's one of the
have you
Inceptions.
chosen of
His
that
selection
of
is
all
an
the
Inception.
people
No,
in that
he's one of
movie,
the- he's-
the
whatever.
least
Okay,
well-known one of them.
Okay.
No, I absolutely haven't
Okay.
done that.
Okay. Defend Inception.
I think.
Because I'm about to go at it with no lube in a second.
You still haven't defended yours.
I'm
Oh, it's
do you know
it's
the worst
pretty
thing
easy
is?
to defend.
No, the worst thing is I'm not going to say anything about it because I'll get to it when
You don't
it
remember
gets
it?
to me. No.
That's the whole point of the movie. You don't
No,
remember.
when I
it.
get to it, Paul will understand
I
what
think
I'll say.
cinematography
Cinematography.
is very, very good.
Cinematography.
Yeah.
Cinematography. The actual concept of the story, also
Concept,
very
great.
good. Great concept. Execution, good. It works. It does.
It's really confusing though. I didn't
Just
understand
too
what was
many-
going on.
It's like a lasagna. There's too many layers.
It does go one layer too deep. I'll give you that one.
You mean 3 to level 3?
No.
Level 4.
I think it's good. I think it's got some mad VFX. It's got a mad story. It came out at a time where there wasn't that much going on in cinema that was high individuality. And finally we get a movie like
Yeah, that's
Inception.
fair.
That's like, thank God we have something that's new.
That's fair.
And I think that in its own
I
right.
didn't like The Sopranos at the end though. I don't like when Lost in Translation.
You
shit.
David, well, that's fun though. But
Yeah.
also, like, he's out because he saw his kids' faces.
Yeah.
I don't think you understood the concept of the dream.
It's
It
not
could be a dream, man.
No, he never saw his kids' faces in the dream. If he sees the kids' faces, he's out.
Okay.
What
No,
would have
that's
been?
not how it works with
What,
the
like
spinny.
fuck this spinny shit. What he should have done was just gone outside and done a front flip.
But that's-
he'd done the fall, and he would have woken up if he just fallen.
No, you can't force a fall on yourself. That's not how that works.
And you've also
sure?
got to be unconscious.
You absolutely can't force a fall.
Isn't that what they did?
No.
Yeah,
No, you
they
can't
forced
do
the
it on
fall the whole entire
yourself.
time.
Wasn't the whole movie
No,
about
but
forcing?
not- It was in the dream.
falls, they weren't
Elevator,
doing the falls. The
the
falls were
car.
always done to them. So there's one where they kick him off, and the opening kick,
The
where they
kicks,
push
yeah.
him into the bath. That was done to them. The truck going off, the car going off the bridge, that was done to them.
Oh, okay. So
That's the thing.
Okay.
You can't,
As
can't
an
kick
example,
yourself.
Jason Gordon-Levitt.
Joseph.
doing-
Joseph.
Jason.
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 Gordon-Levitt. Jason.
As an example, when you're dreaming tonight, try and do a backflip. You can't.
will.
Okay. It won't wake
The
you
thing I
up.
can't
You'll
do in
just
my
a
dreams
backflip.
is read.
Can
But
you read
can't
now,
do it in
though?
real
I can't
life.
read in dreams. I can read. I can read in millimeters. That's all I can read. I can read
can't read.
numbers.
Yeah, but shouldn't you be?
I got
reading
that
inches?
Percy Jackson disease where I just see like random Roman nifrals.
Romanifrals?
Yeah,
Wow.
is that what they're called? Roman nifrals?
Has
Numerals?
everyone just
Numerals?
flubbed a word?
Has
Hang
anyone
on.
not fucked up yet?
No.
Well, you did. You chose The Dark Knight.
Ah, smooth. Good.
Nobody's
Okay.
intro was terrible.
Righto.
That's true. It was.
Dasco. Defend Memento.
So I'm going to say it is probably one of my most favorite films of all time, Memento. I've watched it many a time, and the problem is though is I want to describe it, but I don't want to rob the two of you of watching it. It's like
Right, okay.
it's like
really good.
it's
That is true.
like it's like me going to you and telling you
It's like
the
explaining Saw. If you explain the ending of Saw to someone who
Or
hasn't
like-
seen Saw.
imagine
I do like
those
Saw.
those people that were watching Star Wars and got the
Right.
twist ruined for you. But it isn't a twist, is the thing.
See, I respect the stance.
Yeah.
It's going
I've-
to make it real hard for
I
me to
don't
vote for you then.
No, you don't have to vote for me. Like I'm just going to say
I
to
will
you,
fall on the
I'm going to
sword.
say so anyone who's listening like afterwards anything like that, just take a
I
moment
am
to find it and
so-
watch it.
So excited for the comments to be like, I watched Memento. It was the worst piece of shit.
I don't
ever saw
care.
in
Like
my
the
life."
thing is though, it's
They're
like,
wrong and they're idiots.
Like it's just not, it doesn't matter if you're wrong or anything, but it's one of those films that you actually watch and you feel like you are the main character of the film through the whole entire thing. You embody
it's
the
done
personality
so
and the
well.
feeling of it.
He is a
And it's
blank
like
slate, yeah.
Insomnia from Christopher Nolan. It's another one that doesn't focus on the gimmicks of awesome shots. There is
I haven't seen it.
it's Insomnia is like really good.
Give me another one.
Robin Williams is in it.
Oh, that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
But it's Insomnia, another great
Rest in
film.
peace.
But Memento, it's just
Following.
it's a great
Seen it.
That was his first one.
Memento
Give
is
me
a
another one.
but no, Memento is one of those ones that
Tenet.
has like
Haven't
Inception
seen it.
has a great gimmick to it.
That's what I mean. I think that was what I liked the most about Inception is the gimmick was
Yeah.
big.
And Memento sticks to the gimmick, but it doesn't do what Inception does and doesn't go too deep.
Okay.
It only just went. Like it was
I know,
still
I know.
fine. I think when you thought it went too deep, then it kind of pulls itself back. And you're like, oh, cool. I like
But
it.
then, like the thing that lost me is like, oh, he wakes up on the beach and he's actually in the mind
Exactly.
of Godzilla, and he's in there.
Cam Watanabe.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I can't look at him without saying
like him.
Godzilla.
You should. You should be able to do
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
He's
Yeah.
great. He's the only reason why I watch them films was him.
Have you seen the trailer for Godzilla 1.0, whatever it is?
No.
It looks...
Are they
Is that the one where he's
rebooting
got like
it
the giant
again?
spikes coming out of his back?
No, I think they've gone like old school with it.
Oh, good.
I haven't seen
I've
it
watched
either. I just
all
know
the
it's-
old
I
school
know it's
Godzilla
floating.
films.
I just thought it was a
Great.
funny name, Godzilla 1.0.
Godzilla 1.
But no, like I'm
Patch 1.2.
I'm 100% happy to take the loss.
Okay.
But
Yeah, it's worth it.
I highly suggest anyone who hasn't seen Memento just go and watch it.
He
And
is
try
the best director
and watch
ever.
it. The first time I watched it, I just literally found it in the bargain bin. And
okay.
That came up.
yes, at Kmart. and I was eating those like the licorice straps that you could like pull off in strips.
Oh.
And I was sitting there, and I went.
Cheese.
You were poor, weren't you?
I was actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Fucked up,
depressing.
James.
Yeah. Thanks for calling out your class as we sit in your luscious abode.
Is that a prompt?
To call another member poor.
Poverty shame a member.
Poor bitch. I bet you had
Well,
the
he
home
was
brand
reminiscing
snacks.
about
But no,
cheap-ass
like,
licorice.
Bet
Watch
all
it.
your tools are Black and Decker.
Like if you no, it's actually Ryobi is the cheap.
Is it really?
Ryobi.
Oh,
Yeah, I've got
I
Ryobi
thought
stuff.
Ryobi was
Yeah.
good.
Does anyone else here love Ryobi?
I do enjoy
Right.
Ryobi.
Guys, today's
would
podcast is brought to you by Ryobi.
And you should take it back.
We've lost the sponsor.
No,
If you like
the
lipos.
Ryobi is they are affordable, but the thing is always they don't last as long as you want them to. They break too easily. They're built to break, so you get more.
All right, Memento.
money for them.
I
Keep
never
talking about
realized
that.
that. You know what tools are called when they don't have the battery in them?
The skin.
Husk?
Skin.
Oh,
I guess skin
Gross.
only.
Yeah, right?
ew.
Yeah, I know.
And they don't want us to be serial killers.
Yeah. I was going to buy a chainsaw skin real
No,
quick.
but
Did you guys get the new skins this week?
because
That's a good show.
Fucking Fortnite?
I made the mistake of when I was trying to get my wife to watch it. I was sitting with her, and
Yeah, okay.
if you watch, because like the whole time I'm like,
I've definitely
Yeah,
done
you were
that.
Yeah,
just
I get
you
that.
were just staring at your wife.
You're
No,
waiting.
like,
I've
'cause-
definitely done that.
but when you watch Memento
It-
by
it is a-
yourself,
It is
watch.
uncomfortable
Put your
watching
phone
it.
down.
It is
Put your phone
really-
Put your phone
yeah.
on.
But you watch it by yourself, and then
Let's bang
like,
later.
Oh, it's a big
when I
moment.
when I was watching it the first time, I was like lost the whole entire
hands off me.
time, just trying to keep track of everything. And then there's just this clarity that hits you like a wave, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
shit. And then as the movie ends, you desperately want to watch more of it.
Yeah, okay. I've had that.
And then even on a rewatch,
Yeah.
it's so good.
When you watch it a rewatch, you start to see more
Yeah.
things like you were pointing out with like Puss in Boots.
Yeah,
Like,
Listen, bitch.
but with Memento, you could rewatch it a whole nother time and you would get a different outcome for
Yeah,
It's
yourself.
Still
like
take on stuff.
remember that other movie? It was like late '90s, early 2000s with Dennis Quaid. I think it was called like Vanishing Point or something. Vanishing Point, but it's like 8 mini story, or it's like 8 stories, but like it's that one thing where like guys chasing a dude and then he like runs across the road and a car honks him and he keeps going after,
Yeah.
and
And
you follow
it's-
that, and then it rewinds.
Yeah.
It sounds like the butterfly effect
It's not the butterfly effect.
I think it
it's
came out
Vanishing
before.
Point.
Butterfly Effect was
Butterfly
an
Effect was
interesting
good.
movie.
with
It
Ashton
was
Kutcher.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fucked.
But no, like I'm gonna take the loss. Like
No,
Okay.
I'm voting.
But-
I'm voting Memento.
if I give you anything,
It's AIDS.
Memento, you watching
Could you?
it as,
How about this? Could you at least like testify for it from a director standpoint and less of a story standpoint?
he took himself out of it. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't a Christopher Nolan film.
That's probably
Although
the best.
at
It
that
had some
point,
good
though, at
cinematography
that point,
points,
there
but that
wasn't
wasn't the-
Christopher Nolan
Yeah, I know.
films.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I know, but the thing is though is that it wasn't this
Back then,
big
he was just a dude.
blockbuster like spend millions of dollars. It had a reasonable budget.
Yeah, it was probably
it
10
has
million.
one of like
80.
one of the
10 million is not. You're not making a movie for 10 million.
Oh, because
10 million is considered indie.
Yeah, I know it's wild.
Yeah.
but
Sorry.
yeah.
Welcome to today.
But no, like Memento is one of those ones that I have like every time I see like on my bookshelf, I'll have the DVD version, and then I stupidly went and bought the Blu-ray version, and I'm like, oh, what's the point in buying this? And I watched the Blu-ray version, and it has all of this commentary and
Oh,
stuff like that.
really?
Yeah, and Nolan's sitting there, and he's just like, oh, if you actually watch it here and look at this point, you'll see something that you wouldn't have noticed unless I pointed it out. And then you're like, what the fuck? That I've watched this movie like 10 times. How the fuck didn't I see
Yeah,
that?
wow.
Good
Like-
features. There's this channel that I watch on YouTube called DVD Extras, and it's basically just they've just gone
Yeah.
through and compiled all it. And I'll just sit there and I'll watch them all day. Like today, I watched the behind the scenes for Gangster Squad and The Mummy,
Oh wow,
and it was
Which
all
Mummy?
1999. Brendan Fraser,
such a good movie.
great movie.
It was an art.
The amount of work that went into
Yeah,
it.
I know.
Like I was even like because it was fun. You're like a Stasko because you know Nick Laurent from
Yeah.
Corridor, and you know how they had that series
true.
where shut up. That series where they kept bringing his dad on to talk about the Mummy. His dad basically was the lead. What was he? He was the art lead for the Mummy.
Oh wow, okay.
And so when he came on for the Corridors podcast, he brought like this is the original sketching of what the Mummy's going to look like. This is the I forget what they called it, but basically this is the statue that we built to then give VFX reference.
Yeah.
And he brings in all of this hand drawn stuff. But it's like and then you see all those pictures. You're like,
Did he also do Scorpion King?
No.
Good. 'cause he should be-
anyone do that?
ILM didn't do Scorpion King, I don't think.
I'm kind of convinced that no one actually did it. I feel
I
like
think it was
What
like.
movie?
I know
Apprentice Day.
Corridor tried to fix
That's
it.
3.
Oh, they did fix it.
That's 3.
I feel like The Rock was doing every
That's
single part
actually
of that
2
film.
for this episode, James.
It's a day thing.
It's a day thing.
I don't acknowledge it. Anyway.
So, I can't say too much on Memento because,
No, like,
with respect,
just
you've given
if
me very little.
take-
it's
me and Paul,
it's good, man.
me and Paul, like,
It is his
It
best
is good.
movie.
It is very good.
Okay,
You haven't seen it either.
I have seen
Have
Memento.
you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I would love to watch it.
we should watch it.
Let's watch it together.
no, don't watch it together. Just,
watch it by yourself and then we'll talk.
Like the best way to watch it is when you're like
You've got licorice
tired,
straps that are $2.
like
You go into Kmart.
$2.
like imagine
rich.
when I watched it the first time. I was coming home at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was exhausted, and then all of a sudden I sat down. and just started watching it, and then as the movie's going on, I'm slowly getting closer and closer to the screen.
I love that shit.
And I'm just like,
This is awesome.
what the fuck?
Did you or did you not have nuggets at that stage?
No. I was.
There it is.
There were still crumbs on his balls, but no.
It was ice
That's why he was
cream cake, actually,
exhausted.
before I sold it to a family for their kid's birthday party. The sprinkles were in my pubes for weeks.
Yeah,
Why
I-
don't you shower?
But
I relate with that like sentiment of
Yeah.
watching a movie very exhausted because recently what I've been doing is I've been idly playing games and then on the second monitor trying to find really shit horror movies
Yeah.
and watching them. I watched
Oh,
one
so
recently which was Smile, which I actually really enjoyed.
good movie.
I need to watch that.
It was one of those things, it happens very rarely where I'm like, all right, I have to stop playing the fucking game. I need to pay attention to what the fuck's going on. And pause the game. Next thing I know, I'm just sitting down watching a movie
Yeah.
in my study when I can have a fucking
You
perfect
want
good
to
TV.
watch a great film that was made by Australians? Talk to Me.
I have heard that's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
it
we're gonna
is.
watch- yeah.
It's the
probably-
Raka Raka guys.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm really keen to watch it actually.
I do not.
I
want to
did
watch
not expect it to come from those
We'll do it.
guys.
No,
Like
it
they
came
were
out of
doing
nowhere.
Ronald McDonald shit from our kids.
They were doing real wrestling in a backyard
Yeah,
and
I know.
smashing each other with fluorescent light bulbs.
I suppose that's the thing though. Like you don't know where talent is.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
Apparently
yeah.
they were in New Zealand smashing each other with fluorescent lights.
Yeah, they're just Kiwis being psychos.
Good on them.
Yeah.
But Dark Knight has redefined Batman as a character. Like
Yeah.
it without
I think it's redefined more than Batman though. It's redefined.
it redefined Heath Ledger's life. So
I feel like
no, I'm genuinely after watching him in that, I was like,
Yeah, no, that's
he
fair.
had so much potential, but
Yeah,
that
he really
role was the one that killed him.
How did he? Was it suicide?
He overdosed.
it was an overdose, and it's because he got so deep into the character, he started taking drugs to kind of do it. And some people say that one of the Olsen twins killed him by giving
Well,
him
we
the drugs.
Jack Nicholson even said like playing the Joker kind of takes
Yeah.
something. Hang on, sorry, what? Sorry.
Well, I
All
think
I'm saying is one of the Olsen twins killed Heath Ledger, and if you actually look into things, Elizabeth Olsen is related, and she is the Scarlet Witch from Marvel. So technically, Marvel killed DC.
the Joker.
No, but
Oh my god.
like because that was only
Is that
the
true?
only thing that.
yeah,
the-
what I've
But
read.
Heath Ledger also, there's no one who's going to be a Joker like Heath Ledger.
No, absolutely.
After what Walking Phoenix got close.
Oh, that's a different Joker.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like I feel like the Joker has transcended what the role actually is.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I think you can make anything the Joker. Just put clown.
The only
makeup
one,
on.
the only one who went that should not have ever
Leto.
let her.
He kills anything he's in.
Yeah.
He used to be
Blade
good.
Runner, he killed that. Like,
Yeah. He was shitting
Oh,
Morbius.
actually, no. You know what? I would argue that. I think I liked him in Blade Runner because he played a fucking cunt really well.
No,
Because
was
he is
good
a
at Blade
fucking.
Runner.
Yeah.
He was good.
Shit out in Morbius.
no, but
I
like
watched that movie.
Neither.
without so but we take Dark Knight, you take out the big wide panning shots, like
the direction.
no, like as in like the awesome cinematography, all
Yeah,
that kind
yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah.
It's still a great film.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Dunkirk, without the awesome shots, all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff,
It's okay.
it's a bit like Hallmark Channel. Like,
Hallmark? No. There is no woman.
Did
did you know that if you
30.
actually count the amount of bullets he shoots, he's actually shooting the correct amount of shots out of Lee Enfield?
Well,
and
well,
the way he's
Hallmark-
loading it is from the top.
I would
It's
love
not
if
a
someone
Hallmark movie.
re-edited Dunkirk to be like one of those shitty middle of the day documentaries where they do like that
That's how
sepia
you learn.
fade.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
just like puts the date up on the screen and then just some old man's like, I remember being
Like a Band of Brothers.
Yeah, exactly.
Band of Brothers was phenomenal.
Band
Band
of
of
Brothers
Brothers.
was.
See, that's why you chose Dunkirk.
I do
Band,
like
Band of Brothers,
Is
like that
phenomenal.
was the only show that I secretly videotaped because I wasn't allowed to watch it. Like,
So
Okay.
get on the phone to HBO.
no, I watched it when it originally came out.
Man's
Oh,
Like,
wow.
in his 30s.
Yeah,
You're
I'm older than everyone at this table.
That is true. Put together.
Yeah, you are
And
very old.
53.
That was like kind of like
Fixed in that.
Mid-age crisis.
Yeah.
doing a
His kids are having
podcast.
kids.
my kids are having kids.
Yeah.
My kids telling me the
Granddad
Fortnite wubs.
Grand Dasco.
Dab, dab.
Granddadsko. No, but then Paul's.
I think Inception stands. You can argue all you want,
I will.
but
I will.
for its
Yeah.
time and place,
I still like
it killed it.
It felt too much like modern day Matrix.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
That's a sting. He's actually kind of not wrong there.
Because
Fuck.
Tom Hardy just randomly pulling out, oh, what's that, Levitt? You've got this tiny baby gun? I brought this
didn't-
big gun in and just
Oh,
shoots a
fuck.
grenade launcher out of nowhere. Oh, what's that? Oh, my subconscious has brought in a train. Like,
Paul's face is so displeased.
but the thing is, though, is Inception is a fucking amazing film. But
Oh, yeah, it is.
You
It's
have,
Matrix, though.
but the problem is, though, is it takes too much reference from, like, it feels like
Yeah,
if the Matrix
shit.
was a dream sequence, is essentially what I'm getting at.
Which it was, technically.
You could
Yeah.
essentially have out of nowhere, Keanu Reeves jumps out and it's Neo, and it turns out that the whole thing was in the Matrix.
So I suppose the question really is, do you prefer Leonardo DiCaprio or Keanu Reeves?
Keanu Reeves cannot act. though.
Yeah. DiCaprio for
But
days.
he's Keanu Reeves, though.
Yeah, but he cannot act. He
But
just
no,
plays
but no,
Keanu
it's not.
Reeves.
The Keanu Reeves is the Spartan, so the Master Chief, the Gordon Freeman.
He's just
he's
the-
the
yeah,
the
right.
blank slate that everyone
Everyone
can,
can
see themselves.
Oh, do you
in.
want to be an
upon.
actor?
Yeah, I
and
can
be
see
No,
that.
no,
referred
I'm
to
not an actor.
as
I'm a
the
person who
blank
likes
slate?
film and likes to see the
but
references to previous stuff.
You know, if you're Keanu Reeves, you want to be just the blank slate guy.
You know that Keanu Reeves is like the most wholesome individual on the planet. And
Oh,
if
yeah. He's okay.
I think
Anyway.
Keanu Reeves can act.
yeah,
Pivoting
think-
away from
have you
Keanu,
watched Bill and Ted's? Like all
the
of
new
them?
one?
I loved all
Have you
of it.
seen the new Matrix?
I haven't seen the new Matrix and I don't plan on it. It looks so shit.
I've watched
But that
it.
being said, there was one, I think it was a movie called Always Be My Maybe or something like that with Randall Park, and he's in it as himself and he is phenomenal.
I can tell you there
That's
is
just-
a movie that you have not watched with Keanu Reeves in it. And
Speed, yeah,
it's-
I've seen that.
No.
Speed 7.
No, it's a movie where he lets two girls into his house.
I've heard about that.
I have seen
I
that.
want to watch that movie.
Yeah.
Ana de Armas, I have seen that. It was not good.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, yeah, good actor.
No.
As for me, you go and watch it, it will hit completely different from him watching it.
Because you got kids.
Oh, don't do that.
Whereas James
no,
has a cat.
I'm watching it with Shelley, and Shelley's like,
Hey.
"What would you do in this situation?" And I'm like,
I'd kill her.
"I would kill them."
I'd kill myself.
Kill all
Hey,
three.
you know what movie you
I'd
should
call
watch?
the police.
Prisoners.
Seen it?
Watch it again.
It's ruined because the whole film. Have you watched the alternate version of it?
No.
Oh, go and watch the alternate version. And
Have you
then-
watched alternate version with commentary?
No, but Prisoners, great film.
It is very good. I
It
like
is a
lot.
good film.
It made
It's no
me
Nolan
anxious.
film.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's no Inception.
Go watch Lovely Bones and then talk about having.
I was going to say, in Prisoners, you know the scene where he's harassing the guy in the bathroom and he kind
Yeah.
of, that was not acting. That was Hugh Jackman just getting really angry. And the actual guy who played Riddler was so scared that was his actual reaction because
Wow.
he thought Hugh Jackman was going to kill
It's the
him.
equivalent of like
Awesome. I mean, that's
it's
terrible,
like-
but that's awesome.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt doing that scene in Parks and Rec, just
so
fully
funny.
nude.
He's
No,
so-
the best Parks and Recs moment is the bloopers where he
Come back.
Throws the briefcase?
throws the briefcase,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden he's like,
Shatters the light switch.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
"That's going to
ruins
take
the
sets
set.
longer than 5
That's not
minutes." to fix."
something that props can fix.
Kim Kardashian had a good comeback story.
yeah. No, in the video she got coming
No,
back.
she got coming back on the video.
And then how he got like contacted by the lawyers for when he did the naked scene. He's like,
This is
"You are
not a
never-"
joke. You're not allowed to talk
do
about
those.
this. And it's
Yeah.
framed in his office.
Yeah, and
No,
he
but-
talked about it on a chat show.
The only problem
Graham
with
Norton.
Christopher Nolan, as you're getting in more and more to his films, the more free agency he gets,
Yeah.
the worse
Yes.
his films are getting.
Which is why I do think that like Batman is good. Memento was good, but he was still
figuring out
establishing
It
himself.
was his passion project.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
And Batman, he was reined in. Dunkirk, and Batman, he was reined in. Dunkirk, to some description, he was reined in. Tenet,
history.
free reign, terrible. Oppenheimer was alright. I don't think Oppenheimer is like, it was good.
I'm kind of surprised no one picked it. I think
It was fine.
It's not his best.
So,
okay. I haven't seen it either.
so Oppenheimer is like the thing with Dunkirk. If you take out the big shots, all the effects, the practical effects, no CGI in that whole entire
Oh,
thing, which I
shut
fucking
up.
love.
There is. There is, dude. They always say that, but there is.
Yeah, what about Einstein? He's dead.
No,
dead,
but like
dude.
the explain no for the explosions and
Explain
all
that
that
shit.
kind
There
of
was
stuff.
VFX for that.
But anyways, the
Wait, they nuked it?
without the like the big shots and all that, like the cinematography style shit, it's just another Dunkirk. It's just another history.
Yeah,
You could
okay.
rework it to be just a documentary you watch during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then again, though, one would argue like it is those elements that make that director who they
I
are.
know.
But that's why I'm saying Inception's so good, because you could take all those out and it still stands on its own.
Matrix too.
Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, it is the Matrix.
Oh,
Yeah, I
piss
don't
off.
know.
They fold the city on each other.
I was waiting for someone to do Inception because the moment I watched Inception, I was like, this is just the Matrix.
This is an argument I didn't even think about. Personally,
did I.
I don't like Inception.
No, I can
I
tell
don't
that.
enjoy it.
Oh, I can tell that. Don't
Is
worry.
it because you don't understand it?
No,
You're
he just
dumb.
hasn't seen it yet.
I have seen Inception. It's one of the only ones I've seen.
See, but the thing is,
The
like,
movie
Because it's
Jewish meat.
popular. It's a good movie.
if you went with Interstellar, I would
yeah,
have a sway to. I kind of like Interstellar,
I love Interstellar.
more than Dark Knight sometimes.
I haven't seen Interstellar.
Okay, here's what I think. I
Actually,
like.
Interstellar made me.
Because Matt Damon in
Oh,
that,
he's phenomenal.
he's a fucking
He's a
douche that makes you want to jump through the screen and kill him because as you're on the planet, the ticking of the clock in the clock in the background is years that are
It's so
passing
well
for his
timed.
daughter. And you're like, oh my fucking God, this is just awesome. And then the black hole that they actually went and got scientists to help them render
That
it.
And
was
they nailed it as well.
they
Because have you seen that? Like, because they
Yeah.
did the mock up, but then like it was like what, last year or 2 years ago, and we finally
Yeah.
got footage of a black hole. And
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, they absolutely killed it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it looks like.
And then like the whole
The only problem is with Interstellar, and I'm saying this, I like Interstellar better than Inception, but I'm arguing that Inception on a global scale is a better movie than Interstellar. That's what I'm saying.
I'd say Interstellar's better than Inception.
It's not.
Agreed.
Based on what, though?
Oh, even just pure profitability alone.
See, I liked the characters more in
Yeah,
Interstellar
but
than
is
Inception.
the amount of money that a movie
Because-
makes.
Elliot
Oh, it means
Page
nothing.
and Joseph Gordon-Levitt were just the same character.
Just two of the same characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got
I-
the main was
No, Elliot
Leonardo
Page is-
DiCaprio.
No, she
and
was the
then-
architect, dude. She was completely
were
different.
the-
They,
they were the-
weren't.
they
He
were-
wasn't. He
Elliot
was
Page was
shit.
different.
Huh?
He.
He.
Sorry. I'm referencing from that time.
Yeah, that's fair.
They?
But like the characters, like
Sorry,
in
Elliot Page.
Interstellar,
Sorry, bro.
are just even the robot. Like the robot,
Tars was good.
Tars is like he's. I tried to sweep that under the rug. I really tried. I really
You can't
tried.
just cover it up by saying.
No,
I
but,
was trying not to laugh.
so this is the funny thing is, so I watched The Martian
God, I love that
before
movie,
I
dude.
watched Interstellar, and then when I saw
right.
Matt Damon in it, I'm like, oh, okay,
He's in space again.
he's in
No.
space again.
Get out of space, Matt Damon.
Oh no, not the potatoes! Anything but the potatoes.
Someone did a mock up and they're like purely speculating how much money Earth has spent saving Matt Damon because you've got like Saving Private Ryan,
Right.
The Martian, and Interstellar.
God damn it, Matt Damon. Stop putting yourself in danger.
But no, like
I need to watch that
Interstellar,
movie.
I've watched Interstellar way too many times. Just for the, like you said, with having the second screen there and just having the every so often, oh look, they're on the water planet. Oh,
Yeah.
here comes the fucking wave.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think though, and your same argument for Inception in that like it goes too deep. I think Interstellar goes that one step too far. I think it goes too long.
I think it went that extra step that I think it needed.
It didn't though. I feel like they only did that satellite planet purely so they
Because
can do
the
the
fun
joke where he hits a baseball through the roof above him.
I'm going to rate us in.
Yeah.
No one picked Interstellar.
No, I know. I'm just
We're
saying.
hard focusing on
Are,
Interstellar.
are
at the
you
moment.
trying to change to Interstellar?
No, I'm not.
Plus,
I'm sticking with
Interstellar-
Inception.
You want it to be
I'm
Interstellar.
sticking with Inception.
Imagine this, Interstellar. He went into that black
Fine, I'll
hole
choose
and
Interstellar.
he just died.
I don't
Or
know.
it was
I haven't
a
seen
dream
I haven't
sequence.
seen the fucking movie, and we're not talking about it.
He
Very
went
good
through a
though.
dream sequence.
He did have a little dream ballet.
Yeah, he did. It could be
Fantastic.
Inception
That's
number
great.
2.
Anyway,
I'm just saying Interstellar
But
could be reined in a bit. Interstellar could be reined in a bit.
is-
Dark Knight's good though.
If you're not a Batman fan,
Okay.
you're not gonna like Dark Knight.
Ooh,
I disagree.
I do disagree with that. I think if you're not a Batman fan, at the end of the day, it's still a core action movie.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
very
You
good.
haven't spoken to any of my family.
Yeah, well.
Why are you doing
okay.
another
We
accent
don't
again?
generally speak
Because
to
I
you,
like
apparently.
accents.
Yeah.
I think.
I think it's known as stimming.
What the fuck are you
You'll
doing?
look it up afterwards. You'll know what I'm
I
talking
thought
about.
it was stem
okay.
after.
That's also
I
why
think
I
for the
talk in my
Dark
hands
Knight's
as well.
aspect of things, in like refocusing the superhero genre a bit, because it grounded it more in reality. Let's be honest, Batman's
I
a
thought
dude.
Kick-Ass did a better job than that.
Shut up.
You are wrong.
so wrong.
Why on earth are you talking about Kicker? That's a terrible
It's a
movie.
great read.
Just because it,
is a good read.
it grounded it more in reality. It was, look, let's be honest, if you took the horns off his head, it would be nothing. Like, it wouldn't even be a superhero movie. It's one of those first films.
Sorry, if you took his costume off, it wouldn't be a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
He'd just be a
That's what I'm
rich,
saying.
he'd just be a rich guy
Let me put it this way.
in
In reference to the last podcast, if you took Ant-Man's costume off, would it be a superhero movie still?
No.
I
Yes.
think it would be.
Why? He doesn't have
Because
his
it's
powers.
ridiculous.
He doesn't have his powers.
Okay.
He doesn't have any powers.
The costume is his power.
Yeah.
Batman doesn't have any powers.
Yeah, Batman
rich.
doesn't have any powers.
His
That
powers
is
is
true.
money.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I'm trying to say is
He's pretty strong.
instead of
He is pretty strong.
keeping it
His back's good.
up
He-
until
he
those
does have a good comeback.
movies,
Until the next film.
for fuck's sake,
Oh, that's annoying, isn't it?
up until those movies,
He's got
there
some
wasn't
great biceps.
really a film that grounded any superhero media in
Batman
reality.
Begins.
I said those movies on purpose.
So Batman Begins has to be one of the worst superhero films I've probably watched in a long time.
What about The Incredible Hulk?
Incredible Hulk? I have
Which
not
one?
watched
The
that in a
first one or
long
the second
time.
one?
Third one. No, but the problem with, like, he knew what he
I'll
did
never give him
wrong
a
in the
fucking
first
pointer.
one. Like, I'm not, like, I'm just trying to poke holes in yours so that Paul can finally get a win.
Paul got a win last podcast.
Why am I getting a win? Yeah, win me. Yeah,
doesn't need
get
to
him,
win me.
Dasco.
King
Get
me.
him. Get him. Get the
I'll let you
bitch.
finish.
Okay, anyway,
Let
what
me
I'm saying,
finish.
as a genre, it grounded superhero films more in the realm of reality. It
about the
changed the source
previous
material.
Batman?
Shut the fuck up.
Hang on. Go.
It grounded in reality because it moved superhero films more from fantasy into the realm of reality.
Keep going.
Okay, sorry. Everyone's looking at you for some reason.
That's what I do.
I don't know what I was going to fucking say.
They're grounding superheroes in reality.
Yeah, I've said it like 7 times.
Well, you just said that part 7 times. What's
I
the next
know,
bit?
because I couldn't get it fucking out. They grounded in reality where everything before that was very fantastical, very Speedos on the outside of the costume, very, oh, he can fly because he can fly.
it was the dawn of like the gritty
Exactly.
age of superheroes.
His
yeah.
gear was focused more on like bringing it to actually having a Batmobile and getting it from somewhere instead of, oh, this multi-millionaire
Yeah.
just has a car and it can just do anything cars that don't normally do.
And also,
Well, technically, he did
one
just
of
have a
the-
car because he owned it.
The only,
Yes.
one of the only. Wait, I'm thinking. There isn't a lot of
You got an issue
superhero
with Joe
movies
Schumacher?
where the villain
Sorry?
actually
What's
wins.
wrong with Joel Schumacher's?
With his
I don't know what the
nips.
fuck you're talking about now.
Joel Schumacher's one with the underpants on the outside.
Val
Batman
Kilmer.
movies.
Val Kilmer's Batman.
Okay.
With the nipples.
What about
It's okay.
Nicolas Cage's Superman?
Never happened.
Fighting a spider.
Are you sure about that?
I am sure it never happened.
There's
All
just-
his scenes
Test
were
screening
test
doesn't
footage.
happen.
all his scenes were redone in CGI.
Test screening
Never
doesn't
happened.
matter.
Nicolas Cage was never there.
What about Flash?
All his scenes were redone in
Yeah.
CGI. He was never there.
That is true.
He's always there.
He was actually
Nicolas
doing
Cage
those
is never
scenes, but they just redid all of it.
No, but it is like a film that ends with the villain winning. Like
Yeah.
that was the one thing that you're watching over here.
Exactly.
It turns out you should have been focusing on this person.
Like the prestige.
Prestige. No.
My overall issue with Inception is I feel like its success is purely, as you said, based on when it came out, where compared to any other time period it would have come out, it wouldn't have done as well.
It wouldn't have done well if it was released this year.
I disagree.
I think it heavily relies on all of its CGI to make it entertaining.
Yeah. But if a film goes into that with that being the plan,
Yeah.
then you can't fault it for that. Like they're shooting purely for that. Some of the cinematography and the tricks they do are fantastic because they're shooting for it. Don't bring up the Matrix.
You're going to hate me for this.
I already do.
I think the story for Inception was fucking terrible. I think the overall story was so stupid and pointless that it's an elaborate heist movie
Yeah.
that didn't need to go anywhere it went. They could have just done a fucking heist.
No, because I got to plant the idea in his brain.
Why?
Because they were paid to do it.
Why?
Because he needs his kids back, man.
He needs his kids back.
What's his
man.
kids
Right.
back? Because he can't go back to America.
I think
'cause his wife killed him.
Inception is perfectly summarized in the South Park episode about Inception, where if they just keep adding layers and keep over-explaining things, they don't actually need to explain the plot. They just keep explaining the over-explaining until you don't understand what they're talking about, and then everyone who likes it is just thinking that they understand the plot, but they don't actually understand the plot.
I mean, I understood
Yeah, but
it.
the plot is actually very simplistic.
It's very easy.
And then we go into another dream layer. Why? I don't know. We're just going to keep going.
Because it's easier. You got to get to his. You got to get to his core conscience.
Well, it makes it more difficult because the further you go, the more
I think
difficult
I've
it becomes.
rocked Paul with the Matrix.
You have
fucked
rocked
it
me.
up with the
You really, I don't like
really
it. It's
have.
like whenever, like when the people find out for the first time that like Indiana Jones does not need to be in Raiders.
Yeah.
Like it's that level.
It's the glass shatter that you see
Yeah,
all
exactly.
the time with shit.
The shadow through the glass ceiling, guys.
Like when someone points out that Brad Pitt has an
Difficult
oral
ceiling.
fixation, like he's always eating or sticking something
Yeah.
in his mouth, or
Yeah.
Tom Hanks liked to piss himself.
Or Tarantino likes feet.
Well, Tarantino
Who
likes
doesn't?
feet.
He does.
Yeah. I think
Well, that
both,
Step on me.
all,
9/11 was
probably
an
all
inside
films.
job.
I don't know anything about Memento, which
It was
is
an outside
the
job
issue.
that went inside.
You should watch it. He's a very good director.
I do want to watch Memento.
But no, like
I think the overall issue is I think our definition of the topic is a bit skewed because I think James specifically is more looking at it from a visual standpoint and less,
I love me
less
visuals.
of a movie.
well, if
feel
I
like
was
we're
going to
all
go with
looking at
visual,
it
then
visual.
I think Interstellar has.
I
better
am not
visuals
looking
than
at it as a
Dunkirk.
purely visual. I'm looking at it overall.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying
Story,
like, visuals do make up a
visual,
big part.
direction.
Well,
Then I would go with.
Yeah,
Of course you would. It's your
you would
pick.
go with Memento, really? Like Memento is obviously the best one in my opinion.
And also the visual aesthetic and the shots of it
yeah.
are really good too.
good. He's
Like,
has
I-
some
the
good
worst-
shots.
he's
no,
done better cinematography.
I
though.
know, but that's the point. Is like,
Yeah.
like I'd really like. I want to talk to you in about like I know you're not gonna be able to watch it
Air
straight
hook.
away, but
Air hook.
Can we all come around to your house and just watch you
Plane.
watch Memento?
Isn't that Batman?
Yeah.
yeah,
That's my movie. That's what I've picked. The air hook scene.
Polaroids.
I don't get what's happened. Sorry, I feel
He's
like
talking about.
He's
what
talking about good shots, and I said the air hook scene
Oh,
where he
that
shoots.
shot and not the
That wasn't a
semi
good
truck
shot.
flipping.
I mean, that's good.
or like the fact
And
that
That
the-
was real.
The
That
Joker
real. That was
has
real,
the
yeah.
Joker has the back side of the container open because of the back blast from the RPG,
It's the little details.
or the
we
fact
like
that
here.
all the people are referred to as like
People.
Reservoir Dogs characters except for the Joker, who's referred to as a serial killer's clown.
Oh, yeah. All right, who we voting? What do we think? Is this even one we vote?
I don't know. It's a hard one. Are we voting purely based on argument? Because I think
We have to.
I think the issue we've all picked the favorite for us, so it's really hard to
I
not.
vote Memento.
Okay. I think we should base it purely on argument
Oh, okay.
because if we base it on our personal opinion, 80% of us are probably going to
No one's
vote
changing
for our own
opinions anyway. Yeah. Okay. Well, I thought Dunkirk. No, I'm kidding. That's
Ouch.
difficult then.
I think Dasco shattered you. I think you're out.
I know.
Yeah, you sit in your little corner.
And so the thing is that I'm happy to take the loss until you've watched it, and then when you watch it, you go,
If we're going that
We'll come
route,
back.
based on argument, it does have to be Dark Knight.
yeah.
Okay.
Based on reality, it's man.
I'm happy for that.
That's my opinion anyway.
Yeah.
But no, but like anyone who hasn't watched it, just
Do
take
it.
a cheeky second and just sit down by yourself and just watch it and like find out like what it is to love watching movies.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay.
I like that. That's how we should end the podcast.
Yeah.
But we can't because
We can't.
now we got the,
'Cause we gotta
the
shoot
business.
7
now.
times.
That's it. That's it. We're just going to end
Okay.
the podcast right now. We're never going to film
So
again.
you voted.
Cut. Huh?
You voted.
Well, for you, I guess.
I'm going to have to vote.
Well, I
because
can't
you
vote.
said
I can't vote
for
Memento.
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I can't argue with it, so I'm going to have to vote you.
Well, see, the issue is if we vote on what we personally believe, I can't vote for either of them.
Yeah, exactly. Because you haven't seen them, and you're not going to vote for mine because
I don't like it.
Because Matrix Boy.
He
There
fucked
was
you
the-
up, dude.
he-
He
No.
fucked you with that
Like,
argument.
I watch
hurt.
movies way too much, and the
No,
fact
I
that there was
know.
so much shit called in, and then they were in their own little place. Oh, lie on the tracks, it'll be okay.
That was the biggest thing I was going to say. I couldn't get it out. Inception is Avatar, but back then. Avatar was a big thing because of its visual aspect.
Yeah.
The story was mediocre, but
Inception couldn't sell.
Wait, does
3D
that mean that
TVs?
Inception is also then Fern Gully?
Hey, don't you
Haven't seen
fucking
that.
dare!
He's right.
Fern
though.
Gully is a fucking great film.
Yeah, we know.
Have you seen it?
I'm not saying it's a
No,
bad
we're
film
saying
at
that's
all.
what Avatar is. Avatar
Yeah.
is Fern Gully.
I'm just connecting the dots.
We're supporting.
Avatar is Space Jam. Think about that.
no, that's
No,
no,
it's not.
no, it's Fern
Avatar
Gully.
more
It's
Roger
not
Rabbit.
Space Jam.
Avatar 2 is
One.
Space Jam.
Don't.
you don't like Roger Rabbit?
I
Oh,
fucking
he's
love
Jessica
it.
Rabbit.
Oh,
Yeah.
nah, the shoe going in.
Moment of
The
poor-
fuck are you talking about?
Tarantino.
Yeah,
Tarantino
you,
cut
you're
of
just
Jessica
having a
Rabbit.
Tarantino moment.
We're not here to talk about Roger Rabbit. I could fucking talk days about Roger Rabbit.
Could you?
Yeah.
Well,
Fucking
make it a topic.
yeah.
Don't.
Fucking
Okay.
Christopher Lloyd.
mixed film style movies. So
Mixed
like
reality.
Yeah, mixed reality.
yeah.
Batman.
I don't know. It's really hard because
Well, I think you've won.
well, I would vote for me,
Yeah.
but I don't want to do that.
Why not?
I find it impossible to vote for you.
Yeah, I don't know. Shut up.
You didn't give me anything.
No,
You didn't give me anything.
I'm not going to give you anything.
I know.
I'm not going to give you anything other. You need to
Actually, you know
experience
what? I'd probably vote for Paul. Argument wise.
Yay!
it. Argument wise, didn't say shit.
Yeah, I did.
He just got really confused by the
feel like I'm
Matrix.
the one
and
who
he did-
defended it the
and
hardest.
then he just screamed.
You
at
definitely defended your topic the hardest, yeah.
Because I'm petty.
James.
Memento.
But he didn't give
Why?
me anything.
Because I wanted to choose that and he took it.
Okay.
So
I'm glad we make the decision
Liam
based it on
wins.
argument.
Liam wins, yes?
yes.
But he also supported it with his argument.
Did he? Did he?
Yeah, no, I feel like he did.
Okay, now
His
leave the
support
room.
was all right, cool.
Just watch
so,
it. You should watch it.
So
you
he-
should watch it. It's really good.
He supported it. He supported it through the subtext of he didn't want to talk about it because he'd ruin it for you.
I appreciate that on like a I want to watch it aspect.
No, like
I
it's
appreciate that. But then I tried to redirect it to cinematography. I tried to redirect
Yeah,
it
but
to
I can't tell you
can't.
any of that.
underlying story,
I can't do that.
direction,
Can't do that.
acting,
Can't-
literally anything.
Okay, so
Give me one fucking thing
Guy
to go
Pearce is the
Guy
lead,
Pearce is great.
and it's one of his greatest roles that he's ever played. Sorry, Guy Pearce is in it, and it is
he plays Mr. Memento.
It's too late. It's too late.
Guy
no, no, no,
Pearce.
no.
He
It's too
Plays
late.
John Memento.
But no, it's like Guy Pearce
He's
plays
Memento Man.
like the whole story is you feel like it's a fever dream, but the whole problem is that you're not sure if you're the one having the fever dream or the character is having a fever dream.
Oh, sweet.
The whole thing is filmed through a lens, watching the movie through a window, and then trying to take a photo of the memory of you watching the movie, and then trying to recall back. But the whole time, the information is spoon fed to you. But it's whether you accept the information as it goes.
I think
sounds
we're good.
terrible.
You've already lost anyway, so
I don't
okay,
care
It doesn't
if I've
matter.
lost. I know
Anyway.
I'm right.
All right.
No,
so,
we all know you're right too.
Saboteur.
Who do we think? Who do we start? Who starts
I'm
first?
going to be honest. I got so fucking angry.
I
I
did the same
lost.
thing
I
again. I know.
blindsided everything.
Yep.
I
think it's Paul.
Why?
I genuinely don't have a pick.
I think it's Dasko.
I have
think
no
Dasko's
fucking
playing-
idea.
I think he's got it again.
James, who do you think?
I think it's Liam and he's deflecting, but I don't have any evidence.
Oh, that is a good action. That shit.
Because there's the thing
Hang
is
on.
though is there was visual shit
I got
that
so
doesn't
tunnel
go across in audio. Paul was fiddling with his phone the whole entire time. The boys across
millennial.
me kept touching hands, like reaching
that's
over and
just
grabbing
James.
hands. But that's just James.
That's just
But the thing
James.
is there
I
is
think
that.
it's you.
You were looking at
keep
your
fiddling
card.
with shit the whole
'cause I'm
episode.
autistic.
No, you're gonna say that though, but you also put that prompt in as well
Yeah, I
because
always
you
put
know
a prompt.
you've got all your bullshit in
I-
front
I
of you.
got- I got-
You're
I've
doing
got,
accents. I think
I
it's
do
you
accents.
again. I reckon you pulled it again, and you're
But,
telling us.
why would I have pulled the accent again? We
I
can't
don't
pull the
know,
same
dude, there's
prompt
so many
twice.
accent-based
But you were
ones.
fiddling with your card the whole entire time. You were looking at your phone.
Paul was just
I got
googling.
I'm
his-
googling box office stuff
I got
he was-
so fucking angry.
because I'm fighting people here.
But then the
Dasko.
thing is, though, is that you were trying to rile up him, but
I'm
then he
very
was doing
much
it as
not.
well. He was
See,
trying to
the biggest
interrupt
issue, the
shit.
whole reason I got set off is because I'd get one sentence in and then
Yep.
cut off by rotating. So it wasn't one person.
yeah.
It was.
Here's my defense. I'd lost, and so I was lashing out.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I'm going to lose, I'm going to make everyone miserable.
Yeah. But then the thing that sold me for Paul was that I was trying to bait him, and I brought up the Matrix thing, but at no point I mentioned Matrix 2. He was the one who said it, not me.
You said Matrix, dude.
I said the Matrix, but then
Yeah.
you were the one who was like, "Have you seen the second one?"
No, I said the new one. We're talking about Keanu Reeves, dude.
I don't know.
That was literally topical.
Keanu Reeves
That
is
was
in all
topical.
of them.
He is in all of them, but I'm saying the
I don't
most
know.
recent one.
I'm voting Paul.
I think it's Dasco.
Okay, so Paul, Dasco, Paul, James, me.
Yes.
So I'm deciding vote.
You could vote James.
You can vote James.
I could, but that cucks us.
It does.
You can vote James. You can vote James.
Fuck. I was.
I'm
so
the same. I'm the same.
I was so
so
fucking
dialed in.
blindsided.
And then once Dasco remarked, I just didn't give a shit anymore. I was watching. I reckon he's pulled double imposter.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna vote James.
Interesting.
So what are we doing now?
I'm gonna throw. No,
What are we doing now?
We lose.
We all lose?
Yeah,
But it's James.
All right.
I think it is James.
How do we do this? Imposter. Oh, you son of a bitch. Imposter, reveal yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
It was
told
you,
you it was
boy.
What was your
fucking-
prompts?
My
Yeah.
prompts. Now, I don't know. They were tough. They were really, really hard tough. And I was like doing it a little bit. So this will be you're judged. You will judge. I had check your card a lot.
Yeah, which I picked up.
Okay.
I had steer conversation towards a conspiracy theory. So we did the 9/11 and we also did Diana being a CIA killing JFK. They were thrown in. You didn't engage. Dasco engaged.
What was
And
the
then there was
9/11
also
one?
the
I didn't
Olsen.
hear that shit.
You tried to redirect back to the Olsen to try and get the double confirm.
I
with
really
the-
did.
you
I was like,
And that's why I was trying to
Right.
shut
the
it
second
down as
James
well.
started talking about conspiracies, I'm like, yeah. And the third one was
okay.
describe a character correctly and get 3 incorrect guesses, which I would argue
got that
was
at the
the
very
Lucas
beginning.
Haas
Yeah.
character. I actually don't
He
know
did.
who
He did.
he
He
was.
did at the beginning with the Inception. We're like, Paul, who is he in the film?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, and he does have like long hair. He's got a squarish jaw.
Yeah.
I was describing him, but I also
I genuinely didn't know who he was.
Yeah,
I
I
still
I
don't.
Neither do I.
know who
I
it is.
Dasco nailed it. I had to scroll past all the well-known people and be like, I need someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That was my end.
Yeah,
So
well done.
They were my prompts.
Well done.
Tough. I love it though, man. The rush.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it?
No, it's awesome. I love it because then you're waiting. You're
It
like,
is hard,
I'm
it is
watching
hard.
the clock the whole time because I'm like, we're only 12 minutes. I'm just gonna wait. We got time.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll get
Yeah,
it.
you don't
I'll
want to
get
blow your load early.
Yeah, like Mr.
Cobain.
Check your ego at the door here.
Hey, no one guessed me. It was fine.
We did guess you. You lost.
Yeah, we did guess you.
Did we? Oh, okay.
Didn't
The
guess
worst
me.
thing
That's
is
fine. That
is
one's not
that
coming out.
I
we've all had a
we
go.
only, we're the only. We haven't let it go.
all had a go.
Yeah, we'll let it go.
All purely by RNG.
Yeah.
If this is the second episode you listen to, then no,
Well,
we
you,
haven't.
I mean, you forfeited one time because you got it back. to
I did
back.
forfeit it,
But
yeah.
I mean, still, that's the game.
Also, I'm just a red herring of a person.
I know.
That's
I
true.
know.
Yeah.
I'm leaning on you, bud.
Yeah.
I'm going to be real. The second I got angry, I was not interested in Saboteur at
No.
all.
That's what I was doing.
The worst thing was is that at halfway through, I'm like pointing.
I saw that and I had to double down. I was
yeah.
like, no, can't
I was
do this.
like,
You know what's fucked? I remember you doing that.
Yeah.
The second I got angry, it's gone.
yeah.
crazy.
Because the moment you were literally
podcast is fun.
like the first one. There was only one other person who touched their card to relook at it, and it was just him just doing this, just spinning the card like that. And I'm like, he's not checking the card. Then I'm just like seeing.
That's just being fidgety.
Same. The phone shit was purely me just trying to buy,
Yeah, I
like,
know.
trying to
Yeah.
find things to support my
Yeah.
arguments.
And I love
Yeah,
how
awesome.
I could just randomly pull out random shit and then.
And then everyone thinks you're fucking
I'm like,
Saboteur.
yeah, but just
That's
also
so
like
good.
also
So
twist
good.
your head as well. You're like, wait, Tilks in fucking the Dark
No,
Knight
that
Rising?
fucked me up. I didn't
Yeah.
think that was
Yeah,
real.
that
That
very
was so
surprising.
surprising.
And then the Matrix on you. The worst thing is that.
Yeah.
But no, thank you for listening.
Wave goodbye to the gusto as it
Why are you
leaves the
speaking
room.
in a
Thank
little
you so much
falsetto?
for listening. You know, it's just I'm glad you made it this far because I feel like we peaked audio probably about 40 minutes in.
What do you mean peaked?
What do you mean,
We're
we?
good, bud. Levels are fine.
Oh, I was screaming.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you were an
I've
angry
counted
boy.
for your screaming.
Oh,
Don't
I
worry.
appreciate you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I leveled you down early.
Thanks, man. You knew it was coming.
I
you
knew what was
fuck.
coming.
Imagine getting Saboteur and controlling audio.
So
All
good.
right, you ain't heard shit.
Yeah, why?
And do the edit as well. Just
Exactly.
wait. If you guys all got me, I still would have won. guys, it's corrupted.
We're in the end game now.
Well, yeah. Thanks for listening, and make sure to check the ovens off before you go to sleep.
It sounds like a threat.
It does sound like a threat.
Yeah.
Do people still have pilot lights?
Let me put a smile on that face.
Enjoy your next 24 hours, guys.
You want to see me hide this penis?
Oh, okay, we can't end on that.